Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this afternoon 2023 finals in Bishop Guertin. Starting from the visiting team, Bishop Guertin Cardinals. On the fence, number 9, Guertin. On the fence, number 14, Guertin. Right wing, number 11,
Good morning and welcome to the JFK Memorial Coliseum for today's matchup between the Bishop Guertin Cardinals and the Trinity Pioneers. My name is Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television. We're glad to be with you on this Saturday morning to see some NHIAA Division I hockey. Doing the broadcast today will be Rich McDonough and Mr. Zach Johnston. So good morning, guys, and I'm really looking forward to a good game here.
Should be a great game. This is Rich talking to you guys out there. TV land. Saturday morning tilt, 11 a.m. here at the JFK Arena. Great barn, lots of history here. BG comes in at 3-1, and 0-4 are the hometown Pioneers, looking to get off the schneid, get their first win against the defending champs in from Nashua, Bishop Guertin Cardinals. They won it all last year with a thrilling 4-3 overtime win that I got to call with Tom King. Just right down the road at SNHU Arena. Zach, first time I get to work with you, buddy. Good to see you.
It's great to be here. It's my first hockey game here. And, yeah, this is going to be a tough task for the 0-4 Pioneers trying to pick up their first W of the season tonight. Trinity has certainly had a challenging start to their season. They are facing some very tough opponents to start the year because their opponents are a combined 14-5. And just 3 of those losses are coming from Hanover. So a tough strength of schedule for Trinity to start their year.
Yeah.
But to get a big upset against BG could be huge for their momentum going down for the rest of the year.
And one thing that we're going to have to watch is the depth of Bishop Guertin. They go 4 lines deep. They got some good freshmen. In fact, their 4th line, Zach, put in 2 goals in their 6-2 win against Exeter the other night. That's a rare commodity for any high school team, and Coach Bishop's real pleased. So here we go, man.
Yeah.
Off to the races.
A good start keeping the pressure out, but it's really just going to be on Trinity's defense as best as they can.
Well, and they've got outstanding goalie in Lebelsic in the pipes. He wears number 1. He can get it done right on cue, making us look good, Zach. And he gets that one a little above the pillows, uncomfortably so.
Yeah, I really think with a really well-rounded Bishop Guertin team this afternoon, it'll really be up to the defense with Brennan Walsh, Colton LaRoe are the starting defensemen, and of course you got Braden Lebeljic in net. It'll really be up to the defensive group just pushing, keeping the pressure on BG as best as possible.
I agree, and Walsh and LaRoe, very seasoned, good players, aggressive, but they also have excellent hockey IQ.
Yeah. And
they're right out of the gate is number 10. We're already into the second line. That's Ryan Locken taking a shot that Lebelchik steers away. And we're under, we got our first minute in the books.
Yeah, they're already applying pressure on Lebelchik here. That's going to be hard for Trinity to try to combat against because obviously a well-rounded BG team, it's going to be hard to get pucks in deep and shots on net.
That's for sure. Ref over there across the ice, our refs today are Dan Sullivan and Dave Russo. Good guys. I got to talk to them a bit, but they've already helped out BG by stopping that puck from rattling down the dasher board. But it goes into the offensive zone again for BG, but coming out with it and on fire is number 16. That's Kinsella. Called his name a lot. We saw them play against Hanover the other day. They lost 6-0. but they had streaks when they played pretty well, and Kinsella was part of it.
Yeah. Ethan Casey getting the start for the Cardinals this afternoon.
Yeah, good goalie. They graduated 15 guys from the championship team, and line threes are coming in. But they've allowed themselves to refresh. They had a great goaltender last year in Braden King. He was a junior, but he had reclassed.
Yeah.
So he's no longer playing for BG.
Well, penalty kill here. 16 going to the box for the Pioneers. Not sure on the call there, but they'll get Bobby Kinsella in the box.
Yep.
And a first chance to see this Bishop Guertin power play.
Yeah, they like their power play. They like all their special teams. But right out of the gate, off that face-off, and it goes all the way down 200. And there's Caleb Young, number 8. He's headed for Stony Brook, playing D1 lacrosse. I coached him at Tomahawks. Nice kid. My son's his teammate on the Bishop Guertin three-time defending champ lacrosse team.
Yeah, shout out BG Lacrosse. That's probably not the last we'll be hearing of them this afternoon.
What's that?
That's probably not going to be the last time you bring them up here.
Possibly not. I've known a lot of these kids, and the assistant coach Cam Holt, who was on the 2016 championship hockey team for BG, and numerous lacrosse championships as well. And he's an assistant coach, real good guy. And BG are into the kind of diamond formation. You got number 9. That's Aiden Kelly, who's one of the captains in front of the net. And now Dom Trepanier, number 18. He'll be doing the screening, maybe the dishing. They get it over, cross ice pass. Nice unloading on it there was Cordero.
Yeah, a lot of bodies out front there, but a good job by Brendan Walsh helping dump that puck and get it out of the zone. But a lot of traffic, and the defense and LeBelgic able to keep that one away from going in the back of the net.
No, but that was a nice job. They got some fresh legs on there, and Ronzello comes on in. Good skater, a lot of heart. Not the biggest guy on the face of the earth, but boy, does he play hard. And that one caroms off of the pillows, and snagging it is the really deft LeBelchick.
Yeah, great control there by Braden, taking it right off the pad, catching it right up in the air.
And 42 seconds left on the power play for BG and the PK for the Pioneers.
That's always hard to do as a goalie, especially on the penalty kill, when that puck just pops right out of you, and having to control it all the way until it's in your possession, especially when you got maybe some green sweaters right up in front of your face here. And
good job by Trinity getting that off the boards and getting it down the ice.
Yeah, Centrino down there. And an even better dump, as that one's gonna.
That was absolutely perfect placement by Ronzello. And collecting the change back there is Gavin Santos, number 22.
Yeah.
Again, another freshman there for Coach Bishop. And, much like Hanover has been able to do, they rotate their younger guys through, get them quality time, and that builds a deeper team as you go through the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice centering pass there, unable to control it.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Tokarski.
A good kill. Great kill there by Trinity. Oh, boy.
And we're even. Out comes Casey way far away from the cage with pressure. But, BG is aggressive.
Yeah, Kinsella came right out of the box ready to charge.
They're ranked number 3 right now in the Hockey Night in Boston poll. I believe that's Brett Ricci does that poll. All right, coming down the ice is number 7, Itaraga. Gets it in, sets it up, fires it over to... Oh, man, picking up that one is Itaraga. He followed a puck. Well done. Just
scramble.
Like basketball and lacrosse. Follow the slide, follow the puck, follow your shot, and look what happened. You get opportunity right at the gate. Yep. And at 10:34 in the first period, we're still at 0-0, and you got fresh legs all around.
Yeah, BG been knocking on the doorstep here, and just, again, great job by LeBelgic, able to keep that puck out. And it'll be really up to this Trinity defense.
Yep.
When that puck's just bouncing around towards the crease, knock it into the corner.
I think they're going to see a storm, but they have to weather it today.
Yeah, they really do, yeah.
And look at that thing trickle. Bouncing biscuit goes left corner, and giving chase out there is Trepanier. He's a real good skater, long and lean.
They had a guy right there on the doorstep, but again, another good breakup, but just got to get the puck out of the zone here.
Right, but McLaughlin's a senior, number 2 up top on the fence there, and he knows how to control it. Whistling down the ice and coming down used 198 feet of the 200 there, and we're going to go back down and have a face-off to LeBelchik's right, our left on camera. Speaking of which, Kyle Heavey on the camera, on production, usually on mic with me, I miss you, buddy. But he does a great job. I call him the master of all trades. Forget jack of all trades. He's the master of all trades for Manchester Public Television.
Good swat there. That was Brennan Walsh.
Yeah, Walsh is so savvy. He knows his stuff. You're never going to rattle him. And he's like a point guard. He keeps his chin up there, Zach.
Yeah, leading the charge. See another icing, yeah? Looks like it.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because they look like they could have fought that one out in the corner. But
well, we'll see an offensive zone faceoff for the Pioneers. If it's not their first, it's one of their first.
Still 0-0. Rich McDonough and Zach Johnson on the call today. Kyle Heavey on camera. 9:49 in the first frame here at JFK, home of the once Andre the Giant battle in WWF wrestling.
Oh, man.
Back in the day.
It'll be big for Trinity if they go into the second period still knotted up 0-0. They're averaging, giving up 5 goals a game.
Hey, good forechecking and back-checking there by Trinity just to slow down the pace of the Cardinals. And again, as I said, Cardinals are legit 4 lines deep, so we will see fresh legs from them. And again, that's one of those rushes that, the storm that Trinity has to weather.
Yeah, and like you said, that's not something that you see all the time, and that's just going to be another thing for Trinity.
And here comes Maurice with some real good speed, tries to cross over, nothing doing. Gets to the slot.
Wow!
And the splayed out. Casey makes a stellar save at the 9:05 mark, and that was a gaping open goal there until Casey came out of nowhere and swallowed that one up. Great job. I'm a goalie, so I approve of what I see. But that was a heck of a save. Write that one down, folks. If we get that on the highlight reel, I think they'll all be liking what they see.
Yeah, Sean Casey doing the splits.
And I got to tell you, as a goalie, anytime you can make a save like that, what it does for your team psyche is you cannot put a price tag on it. And coming out of the weeds there is Aiden Kelly, a senior captain defender, and he gets through, gets it to corner, and then out top underneath the blue line, firing back in. A little bit of dump and chase going on, not happening. Ricochets off. Good stop out at the top of the blue line there. That's by Caleb Young, who fires it around the boards and out to the right corner, where BG tries to set up again. Zach, this is the kind of thing that, if you're watching Trinity, you're worried about, because they set up and they got a long possession, and they're going to challenge the legs of Trinity Pioneers.
Yeah, they haven't seen a lot of forechecks, but we have seen what they've been able to do in their offensive zone. They were just, inches away. If they get that puck in the air, that's probably getting over the pad of Casey, and it's a 1-0 game here. So some positives for Trinity there offensively. They're just going to have to see more of it.
And there's Caleb Young again, number 8. Again, I said he's going to Stony Brook to play lacrosse. I coached him in middle school and first years of high school, and he won the agility competition last week in their Christmas tournament.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, and since he was a kid, I called him a tiger, and he plays that way both in lacrosse and in hockey. Great kid. Brother plays college lacrosse as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see how many of these hockey players are also multi-sport athletes.
So many of them.
So many of them, and hockey is just, it's such a multi-aspect sport, because you got to have balance, and you've got to know how to skate, you've got to know how to shoot,
and
keep your eyes up.
You got to have a lot of wind.
Yeah, you got to be strong, you got to have good poise.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, Casey did the right thing there. He could have tried to throw it to one of his defensemen, but he froze it. He's got to see the face-off to his right there, won by BG. But again, good checking. That was Lebelchik, little brother, the goalie. Good checking along the boards there. And now into retreat goes the back fence for the Trinity Pioneers. We are at 7:10 in the first frame, and no score here at JFK in Manchester. Beautiful Saturday morning.
Yeah, great one. A little chilly, not too cold. We're expecting some snow here this weekend.
Yeah, my wife said they revised the local forecast in Hollis for up to 18 inches now.
Yeah, it's going to be a big dump here, but we see snow coming out of the Zambonis in the back here.
Not last week. It was more like mud.
Yeah.
All right,
here
little
we go.
tie up in the corner and off to the races, but no. Excellent retreat by Caleb Young to get rid of that rush. No dice, and they chop it back to the corner, and Young finds it. Puck again. No icing. Waved off. Young collects it in the back corner right behind Casey there. And Casey, nice communication directing traffic, getting it up the dasher to Gavin Santos, who's a senior D.
Yeah,
and that one hopped over the boards, I think. I couldn't see it. Did you?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like it. I'd like to see more Trinity pressure in the neutral zone because it seems like Bishop Guertin is just getting a lot of free entries and pushing the puck as far and as deep as they can. And obviously, it's tough to do when you're Braden LeBelgic, and it's just entry after entry.
Sure. As an old goalie, you can't stand seeing the waves come one after the other. It happens, and you got to be the man.
They've been bailing their goalie out in deep, but it's just, try to force some turnovers in the neutral zone.
All right, and I think that's just part of the chess game they got to play with Coach Connell. He's in his 16th year. And here we go. A nice pass and a wrister by Ronzello, who got the start today. And, man, he made quick use of that. And, boy, that was a zipping wrister. Too close for comfort for Casey, but a beautiful pass.
Casey couldn't bail him out with his incredible acrobatics that time. It's because, man, the starting right winger, Anthony Ronzello, right on the doorstep, ripping that in. And right as you know it, the Pioneers have a 1-0 lead against BG here in the first period.
Yeah, 5:56 left in the first, and that'll raise some eyebrows, I think.
They got to keep pushing and can't look back here. And I would expect, BG's been playing aggressive, but I think they got some a little more in the tank here. Maybe they can get a couple of good rushes and finally find the back of the net here.
Right, Maurice got that assist. It was a really heady entry pass, cross ice.
Yeah, that first line coming out and putting the puck in the net, and those forwards are going to stay in here.
Well, the other day, Zach, Kyle and I were discussing a lot. Here we go, a nice takeaway there.
Yeah,
unforced.
Maurice stumbled, just shot it a little bit up.
Those turnovers in your defensive zone are killers. And it trickles out north of the blue line. But we were talking the other day, Zach, that Trinity against Hanover had to make the most of its rushes.
Right.
They did not. And that's partly because Hanover was ready. Today, great job converting a goal-scoring opportunity. Huge.
Yeah, and that's just going to keep their momentum going forward as most as they can now. And just over 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. Pioneers with a 1-0 lead. Yeah, they did lose 6-0 against Hanover. It was tough, but they held their own against Bedford, losing just 3-2.
Yeah, and that was 41 seconds left in OT.
Right.
And, Bedford's a top 4 team. And for them to take them to the limit shows they got some chops. It's consistency at that point. Nice heady play by Kinsella to dump it in, give you guys a break, and get into the dump and chase. But it comes right back out. BG takes it down the left side of the ice. That's James Mantone. His father's an assistant coach. Brother played on the title team last year, Johnny Mantone.
I'm seeing much better back checking here from Trinity.
Amen.
And they're really digging deep here. And it's showing now that with their lead here.
And a little bit of jawboning down here.
Yeah.
They're saying Happy New Year to each other. That's Kinsella and Braden McLean.
I wonder if Kinsella is kind of what's the word, like a chippy forward. We've seen him in the box, and we've seen him be physical.
Well, that was a battle of flow there, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, scooping it up off the face-off there is Trepanier. And keeping it in nicely is BG at the top side. They get it into the pads of Lebelchik, and there's a scrum for it to Lebelchik's right side. Trinity comes up with it and ricochets it down the ice, and they get a nice change after playing some good defense off of that face-off, Zach.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen a scramble out in front of Lebelchik and them being able to keep that out. So, again, hats off to this Trinity defense digging deep and just knocking that puck out right in front of the net.
Yeah, and did you see the poise of Walsh back here? As soon as he got on the ice, he anchored his fellas, chins up, he's square, and that allows him to get it outside the blue line for this face-off.
Good leader there, Brendan Walsh.
Yeah, I'd like a Walsh on any one of my teams that I've ever coached or played on, just because of his attitude, and he's steady. Ricocheting it off the far side dasher there, trying to keep it in. No dice for Trinity, and off to the races goes.
They're going to call a trip.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see Trinity's penalty kill again if they can touch the puck. Oh, boy.
And Lebelchik's there to swallow it up. Solid goaltender. And we'll wait for the call. We get some post extracurricular activities there.
Yeah, BG might be playing with some fire now, down 1-0 to 0-4 Trinity.
Well, I'll tell you, and BG's freshmen and sophomores so far not afraid to mix it up.
Yeah. I like seeing physical and hard play. And at a basketball game at West High School last night, we saw a little bit of that, a little bit of, I guess you could say, showmanship. But we'll see a penalty called on, looks like, is that Andrew Lewis, number 29?
Yeah. Oh. Blocking his own teammate's shot was Trepanier, and he was feeling that one in the shin. Nice cross-ice pass. Big swat at it by Mantone. Can't do it. Lebelchik's there. Ricochets the corner.
Yeah.
But BG's very poised on its special team so far, Zach.
Mantone was wide open on the faceoff dot here, but
And just as I say, they're poised.
Yeah.
It was a low, slow pass there. Easy pickoff there by Sam Maurice.
it seems like Maurice has been the player to get the puck out of their defensive zone on the penalty kill.
Well, and other thing he's doing is he's disrupting BG's rhythm early.
Yeah.
And if I'm the coach, that's what I want to do. I don't want these fellas to get in rhythm here on the ice. All right, and taking a good hard shot is Cordero, swallowed up one more time by the ever-capable Lebelchik.
Yeah, BG's been getting shots on the Belgic, but there's been nothing besides those low scrums that we've seen any really hard shots for the Belgic to save. Nothing really up top in the top shelf here, but again,
What I think they do I'm sorry, Zach, they got to get him moving.
Right, yeah.
Pipe to pipe. And he's great at it. He's great on it, but he's so solid in his own cylinder, if you will.
Absolutely.
And that's where all the puck action has been.
yeah, absolutely.
2:49 in the first. Down 1-0 are the visiting BG state defending champions. Rich McDonough, Zach Johnson on the call this morning from JFK in Manchester. Glad to have you along. We're streaming on channel 16. And it'll be up on the YouTube tomorrow.
Oh boy, here we go.
Unless Kyle has 10 more games to do in the next 24 hours, which is entirely possible. All right, we're down to 45 seconds on the penalty, and getting it in deep is Cordero. He wraps it around the cage, looking for a centering pass, nothing doing, goes to the low end of the slot, and Aiden Kelly couldn't get his tape on that one, but controlling it are the Cardinals.
30 seconds left on the penalty kill.
And what they, if you're BG, you want to get a nice settled possession, no dice. It trickles outside, and back in come the Cardinals, and that's Caleb Young. Again, he of the agility contest winning moment during his Christmas tournament.
You got a lost glove
And
there,
losing some
Cordero.
glove there. It's Cordero. You don't want to be without that.
No,
that's for sure.
pretty important.
Yeah. Probably only one piece of equipment more valuable in hockey than your gloves.
Oh,
We know what we're talking about.
Trinity at full
Great
strength
back
here.
checking there, huh?
Yeah, Sam Maurice getting in there.
Again, been aggressive.
He really has been.
He's been dictating the pace of play and the rhythm. Nice paddle away in the glove, the blocker.
Yeah, when it's all
By
said and done,
Lebelchik.
after the first period, the starting forwards, Hurley, Maurice, and Ronzello have been great.
And that was a great PK, great outlet pass. Here comes Maurice, and he puts it away at the 109 mark. And Zach, he's making us look good.
Oh my goodness, Sam Maurice on the breakaway. Not much you can do when you're Ethan Casey, just getting by BG's defense. And what a move, Maurice, star of the game so far. How about this, Trinity up 2-0 on the defending champs?
Yeah, Maurice is loving life. First period, he's got a goal and an assist.
2 points here.
If he gets a fight, he's got a Gordie Howe hat trick.
I wouldn't. Oh man, and he's been dumping the pucks. He's been great forecheck, back check. Sam Maurice, have yourself a first period here.
Player of the period for sure.
Player of the period. I don't know if they give those out, but he's going to be in consideration at the end of it for sure.
Great keep in there by McLean. I tell you, somebody gave Maurice his Wheaties this morning, Zach.
Yeah, maybe it's these early afternoon games that get these kids going. Maybe he got a good night's sleep last night. As a player who has played in all kinds of day games and night games, you do see kids that do come into these afternoon games, a little slow, and they're used to playing either, after school or in the week.
Tell you, during high school when I was playing lacrosse, I hated playing weekend games.
Yeah.
Because I like the rhythm of going through a school day.
Right.
Your fellas are there, you jawbone with each other, and you get ready.
Right. Yeah, as a high school baseball player as well, I mean, it's like coming in and it's just you settle into a routine, and we've had a couple weekend games where, it just feels different.
Sure. All right, second line's on for BG. Jakarski wins the face-off and chips it in, gets it behind the net. almost kind of a slap pass there to ricochet off the boards, get it into the left corner, and we're down at almost 30 seconds, Zach.
Yeah.
And Trinity pokes another one away.
Trinity can't give up any late second goals here for BG to have any momentum going into the second period.
Yeah, you don't want to go to sleep at the last 30 seconds here. Dangerous time.
You want to keep the Cardinals, going into the first intermission down 2-0 to Trinity. So
and you definitely don't want to turn it over in your defensive zone.
No.
Big snapshot there. Couldn't see the number.
That got LeBelgic moving around a little bit.
Yeah. And I think as we head out of this period, Zach, that's going to be something Gary Bishop's going to want to talk with about his Cardinals.
Yeah.
And that, in fact, is the end of the first period on goals from Ronzello and from Maurice. The hometown 0-4 Trinity Pioneers are up 2-0 over the defending champs from Bishop Guertin. And, again, a surprising but very active, very entertaining first period. And we're going to cut to a break, but we're glad to be with you. It's Rich McDonough here on the call with my new buddy, Zach Johnson. And it's 2-0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes while they Zamboni the ice. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the other side. And welcome back, everybody, to JFK Arena here in Manchester, New Hampshire. Sunny, beautiful Saturday. And we have the defending champ Bishop Guertin Cardinals in visiting Trinity. And Trinity have been bad hosts to the Cardinals. They are up 2-0 after goals by Ronzello and Maurice. And a surprising result. I'm here with Rich McDonough with Zach Johnson, Kyle Heavey on the cam today. And great start for the Pios.
Yeah, it really has been hats off to their first line forwards, Hurley, Maurice, and Ronzello going out there. And Maurice 2 points, Ronzello with a goal. And now switching sides here as Ronzello is going to have a chance maybe with a good fight there.
Yep, and Braden McLean won that battle. I got to imagine Coach Bishop, great coach, he's been at it since 91, 92 here. Probably gave him a tongue lashing in there and kind of came out lackluster. You know, a little low energy from the Cardinals.
It wasn't a terrible period. They got shots out front. Obviously, Braden LeBelgic having a great first period as well, and they're obviously getting shots on here to start the second.
And there's one right out of the gate by Cordero.
Completely swallowed up by LeBelgic. But it wasn't the worst period I've ever seen. I mean, they're not playing like defending champions, especially against a team that hasn't won a game yet.
Sure.
But, I mean, it's not terrible. It's just there's little things they've got to work on when it comes to trying to beat LeBelgic, which, yes, it's a tough task to do, but it's capable from that BG side of things. And at Trinity is just keep the hot hand going, keep pushing as best as they can. Coach Mike Connell of the Trinity team in the locker room telling them, we're up, and we're up by 2. Let's not press off the gas. Let's just keep going forward here.
And big shots by Tokarski off that face-off there, and another one swatted in hard by Gavin Santos. Ricochets, and it's going down to the far corner of the ice. Caleb Young, number 8, giving chase.
We commented on wanting, if BG's going to want to find the back of the net, get Braden LeBelgic moving coast to coast here. So they're putting shots right on him, and we've seen him moving around a little bit here to start the period.
Well, one of the refs got in the scrum right there, and I tell you, one thing we are watching, two things, and we talked about it in the first period, Zach, was Sam Maurice, I think, set the tone.
Yeah, he really did. Coming in there, and he's the guy, like we said, getting the pucks out when they're on the penalty kill. Great penalty killer. He scores and gets an assist. Yeah. I mean, talk about consistent, the anchor as it seems to be for this Trinity team.
But he was also really instrumental in disrupting Bishop Guertin's rhythm, I thought.
Great job, 23 there, blocking that attempted shot. And we're going to call a high stick here. But Pat Mahar, freshman, able to get his stick in. That puck flew up in the air. And they're going to...
Hey, we get to see near side dot here to LeBelgic's right.
No high stick, probably missed that on my part.
And there's Mantone, very experienced junior, and he's a captain. Father's a coach. Like I said, brother played on the championship team last year. And the Cardinals get it in south of the blue line just as fast. Lewis gets it out and down the ice. And once again, Young, far right corner, getting in there. And carrying it up the ice with some good speed there. But again, great checking all game long. They're getting in in the Cardinals' way. They're getting sticks on the puck. They're being pesty.
Oh,
They're pests right now.
They might have found a new identity 4 games into the year. Maybe they hadn't been playing as pesty as they've really been here.
Right. I think Kyle Heavey, who's on camera today, and production said the other day that one of the players for Trinity was being a pest to Hanover, and maybe they grabbed some of that and said, look, we're not as fast or as deep as everybody else. Let's get in everybody's way and make their day a little bad. And
now they're doing it with a 2-0 lead, and it's just going to keep frustrating the Cardinals even more. Man.
Wow, right off the loose puck there, Itaraga fires a little low laser to the 5-hole, and Lebelzik is really doing a good job. He's tracking the puck very well today. And back to the face-off goes Dekarski and the younger Lebelzik.
I wish I had the reflexes of Braden Lebelzik there. I mean, just
most of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah, heck of a goalie, can move.
Yeah.
That trickles out north of the blue line. BG's fence is back there and swats it back into the neutral zone and carrying it and looking for some speed. He's got on the right wing, looking for a ricochet off the pass and hoping Itaraga can get there, and he can't. But it trickles through the legs, and now it's outside the blue line with the Pioneers carrying it down the ice in the capable stick of Kinsella. And we're at 12-10, and we have another stoppage of play. Trinity up 2-0. Again, Rich McDonough and Zach Johnson on the call this morning. Great to have you with us on Manchester Public Television. Should be up and running on YouTube, Manchester Public Television's YouTube channel tomorrow or Monday.
Before BG got on that rush, it was Walsh on our far side towards the inside the neutral zone that was trying to dump that puck out, and it's just going to be how possession is in the neutral zone for Trinity and just trying to eliminate the Cardinals' shots on net as best as they can.
Great hard hit by Hurley on Svoboda, number 3 for the Cardinals, who looked like he had something developing. No dice. Shuts him right down. Caleb Young tracks it to the corner and works it around the dasher board. Chased over there by Jordan O'Hearn, trying to get it out. Nothing doing. Pioneers do it again, Zach.
Yeah, just dumping that puck out. One of these times, I mean, they saw it happen with the Maurice goal. Someone's going to break free when dumping that puck out.
Well, we saw that rush down there, and as you and I discussed early on, maybe Trinity's not going to get all those rushes like a deep, fast team like the Cardinals, but you got to make the most of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and they really have the lead here.
Good dump in over there. Ricochets behind Lebelzik, and scooping it up there is number 22, Santos, who did a good job. He's a freshman, and he plays like he's had a couple years of high school experience. And Ronzello giving chase. He's a fast skater, but no dice. That's going to be an icing.
I'd like to see Trinity try and draw some penalties here. The Cardinals have been kept out of the penalty box thus far.
The risk you run is you try to draw a penalty. Right. Sometimes you get your own.
Sometimes you do, yeah. But maybe, we haven't seen the Pioneers power play unit yet. If they want to extend their 2-goal lead here, if they can find themselves on the man advantage, that's going to be huge for them.
All right, going to the draw is number 12, Mantone.
Yeah, something that Trinity has not been able to do as well as BG has is just peddling shots on Ethan Casey, as they've more beat him on fast breaks and rushes.
All right, great skating to the corner to win that battle with Mahar, and it flips over and up. They try to get it up to the blue line to get some offense settled and started. Nothing doing as it caroms off and over the glass.
Great music choices here.
Little Van Halen, never hurt anybody.
Loving the Van Halen here at JFK.
Long live Eddie.
I almost started singing, and I was like, okay, I can't be doing that.
All right, Walsh fans on it, can't get it to the slot, but it finds its way to the right slot eventually, but it's on the tape of BG, and that's Aiden Kelly.
Oh, late hit there.
Yeah.
Physical hit there by Aiden Kelly.
Yeah, he's not afraid to dish it out and say Happy New Year to his neighbors.
Absolutely.
10:31, JFK Arena in Manchester. Rich McDonough, Zach Johnson on the call, and the hometown Pioneers are up 2-0, and the face-off just north of the blue line outside of Casey's goal.
Oh, missed there by Brendan Walsh. Just took that right off the boards, and now BG's going to have a chance here offensively.
And Mantone, seasoned player, wraps around, has got his head up like a good point guard. Skates get away from him, and off to the races one more time goes Kinsella, looking to get it down, dump and chase, but finds itself in a stick of the Cardinals, and it ricochets and trickles low and underneath and into BG's offensive zone. They can't control, but coming up with it one more time is Aiden Kelly. Tries one from the outside, the top of the slot. Ricochets off of Lebelchik's pads and left. And a good battle there between Mantone and a host of Pioneers.
A lot of
refs trying to tell them to get it loose, and they do.
Oh, boy.
Boy, well, that was a wonderful pass to the back. And great pass and conversion. That's Dom Trepanier and number 18 for the Cardinals. And that's at the 9:40 mark. And finally, BG gets off the schneid and makes it a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, I was just about to say that most of Bishop Guertin's shots have been low on the Belgic, right on the pads, and right there, Trepanier ripping that. It looked like to go bar down right over the shoulder of LeBelgic. So now, 2-1.
And that was a beautiful backhanded pass, no look after that scrum in the corner.
Without that pass, that goal's not happening. But it was funny to me as right as I was about to comment that the shots have been low from BG. They rip one bar down. So coming now, and it's going to be a different now. It's 2-1 here. Trinity in a different spot, but they're just going to have to keep doing what they're doing as best as possible. And if, pedaling pucks in deep, we're going to see an offensive face-off here. I'd like to see him get at least 2 shots here on this drive.
Yeah, I think so. That's the way you right the ship after you gave one up there.
Yeah, try to get one back. It's entirely possible the way they've been able to do things here in this game.
Well, and after all the puck battles won by the Pioneers, they lost one there.
That was a good block there down in front.
And we got the call in that scrum. It was Cordero, junior forward, number 11 for Cardinals, who made that nice backhanded pass. And they instantly get one right to the goal mouth.
And they're putting the pressure on now. They got to keep it going.
They feel great about it. Look, they got some rhythm here.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to keep it in now. Oh, man.
And it just squirts away from LaRoe. He's going to be thinking about that one tonight.
Oh. Well, now they still got the puck here, and, man, that was a good rush there coming right off that goal. And, Laurel, keep your head up.
Nice pass, gets it away, and into Ryan Locken's stick. He gets it on his tape, bangs it around behind. Good collision behind Lebelsik's cage there.
Connor Hurley being a physical.
And look, they're getting into the slot. That's what BG has got to do. Missing the near post with the backhand is Ryan Locken. It trickles away, comes back to the left. Nearest our camera, manned expertly, of course, by Kyle Heavey. And winning the battle is Ronzello. He takes off like a rocket. Back passes, finds his man, Maurice. Those two players, and wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's some great action, and zipping it over the cage is Maurice one more time. We're going to be calling his name all day. Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, fanning low and high and wide was the younger Lebelchik there, and we're under 8 minutes. And bang, zoom! Trying to sully is Walsh. He finds an ice monster over there after he scored a goal. That was a heck of a rush.
Yeah, we've seen another goal, and right after the goal from BG, Trinity putting the pressure on. That's something they haven't been able to do here in this game, and now they get one right back. The 2-goal lead has fallen right back into the laps of the Pioneers, and a great shot there by Brendan Walsh. There's another goal off of a nice-looking pass with a battle, and now look to be that far side corner.
Yeah.
Right place, right time. Brendan Walsh pounding it home.
One thing I'm noticing here, Zach, is that the Pioneers have found the intensity I saw when they played Bedford first game of the season.
Yeah.
Seems like an eternity ago because we saw them kind of finding their identity in middle and late December and certainly in the holiday tournament.
Right.
And now they have.
Well, a 2-goal lead right back for the Pioneers, and they're just going to have to continue to dig deep, and because they've been playing well defensively. It just seems to me that
and Ronzello, we got that in that scrum to the left side of Casey. It was Ronzello getting that assist. As we watched that rush, though, it was Ronzello and Maurice really playing hard.
Yeah.
But so historically, Zach,
yeah,
what is the worst lead in hockey?
A 2-goal lead. My grandmother would tell me she takes me to UNH hockey games when I was little, and she would tell me that a 2-goal lead, worst lead to have in hockey. Of course, UNH would probably end up losing the game because they weren't that good when I was a kid. But anyway, yeah, 2-goal lead is the worst lead to have in hockey because, you know, it's all about momentum and pushing, a lot like basketball when, you know, those runs and the momentum are so huge.
Yep.
In hockey, it's pretty much the same thing when it comes to gaining momentum because as soon as you got a worn-down defensive core, goals can come and opportunities can come as well. And
We getting an elbow there?
a little chippy here. Again, like I commented on before, BG, defending champs, 2-goal deficit to the 0-4 Pioneers. We're going to see some tempers maybe flare here.
Yeah, we got too much action in for the Zebras today.
Yeah.
And being escorted off the ice it looked like Sean Schultz. And BG is going to go back on the PK. 7-14, 3-1 Trinity.
This is the first power play for Trinity here. So maybe they go up 4-1 here. I believe this is the first we've seen of their power play unit.
Well, and taking the face for the Pios is reliable Mr. Hurley.
They're keeping that puck in now.
BG wins it there and sails it down the ice. It hits the stick of Lebelczyk.
Nice pass there from Lebelczyk.
Absolutely.
Get him an assist here. Oh, almost. Wouldn't that have been great, huh?
I had one assist in college as a lacrosse goalie. Best day of my life.
We've seen some goalie goals in the NHL more recently. Linus Ullmark and Alex Nedeljkovic.
Yeah, Ullmark, man. That guy.
In the AHL.
That guy's a wizard.
Yeah. Nedeljkovic having in the AHL.
That's a great keep-in by Walsh, and then smart IQ hockey player gets it to the corner where they can chase and hopefully set up if you're Trinity.
Battle in the corner here. I'd like to see Trinity come away with the puck and swing it down to the blue line.
And Ronzello does come and gets to the slot, hits the pipe at the 6:22 mark. And I'll tell you what, Casey is crossing himself right there. Good feed.
Nice job.
Looking for a man down shorty goal here are the Cardinals, and they choose just to dump it into the corner and kill some time. We are at 54 seconds left.
Yeah, they've killed the first minute of the penalty.
But that was a close one by Ronzello in tight. And wheeling through traffic, beautiful skating is Maurice. All day long he's been skating beautifully.
Smart move by him.
Nice cross-ice pass, can't find, and off to the races come the Cardinals. There's Caleb Young, fast Tiger player, can't dish it off to Mantone.
Now they're going to go the other way with it.
And back comes Mahar, he's looking, he back passes over. Whoa, some nice skating and nice stick handling by Maurice all day long. This has been his game. And he settles it, wheels around, a little bit of a drag there.
Oh man.
Great cross-ice pass, and not able to convert that one.
10 seconds left. Get more shots on, pedal them in. Just like that.
Good pad save there by Casey. You know, it's not on Casey. These goals have been pretty sharp. But coming in out of the box is Tokarski. And Coach Bishop gets his personnel where he wants them. We're at 5:04 with another stoppage. It's 3-1 Trinity in an eye-opener so far, but they're kind of finding their identity.
Yeah, and like you commented on before, Ethan Casey, you know, none of these goals are really on him per se, as the goals have come on, you know, fast breaks and nice little wraparound and getting pucks across here.
And we had a mano-a-mano battle as it turns high noon in Manchester. And we're under 5 minutes in the second here. Oh, good defense, but good stick handling.
Hit the post with the shot.
Wow, Locken did everything but put that in.
My goodness.
He fought through some hard defense there, Zach.
Yeah, they're lucky it's not a 3-2 game here.
Almost had an offsides issue there from the Cardinals, but no call coming. They dump it into corner. Hopefully getting the chase for Bishop is Tokarski, nothing doing. And once again, the Pios find the sticks, try to get it out, can't do so, and it does trickle to the blue line. But
we'll call offsides.
Ref Sullivan over there said it was it had just trickled out north, and we'll have a face-off at the near dot. Kyle Heavey getting the best close-up in the business, or it's at the far dot, excuse me.
Just a couple inches away from a goal there was Ryan Locken, and Trinity's been done a great job of responding when things haven't gone well for them in this game. I'd like to see maybe if they take some of that passion where that could have been a goal and use it going the other way.
Well, and Locken tried it again, but it was good block by the Pios. And keeping it in there deftly. Good job, good skating by Adaraga. And Locken keeps it in one more time. He's been giving Bishop some good minutes. Getting it out is Walsh. No changes yet, and we got a whistle. And we had early entry there. We're at 3:56. We are under 4. This has been an exciting game, Zach.
Yeah, it really has, man. It's just back and forth, and I've had the pleasure of doing some really great games so far here from Manchester Public Television. Have not been a lot of blowouts, and really the only big lead, wouldn't call it a blowout because it was a battle early, was the Queen City Basketball Championship game between Bedford and Memorial.
Right.
And that still got to be a championship game here, so I've had the pleasure of doing some great games so far.
Sure, and Kyle Heavey and I got to cover the Trinity at Memorial game the other night, the basketball game.
Yeah.
That went down to the wire. That was an exciting game. All right, giving chase there is Ben Svoboda, senior forward, number 3, gets it into the corner, but gets sandwiched. Oh, that has been Trinity's ball game today. They get 2-on-1, and they take the puck away and deny BG any possession there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if that's their game plan, they're executing it to perfection, in my opinion. 3:21, we got another stoppage. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Zach.
executing has been really good for Trinity here, and there haven't been a lot of bad turnovers, bad penalties.
Correct.
They've been passionate, and they're really executing what that game plan has been really well, and now they're going to be back on the power play.
Yeah, and taking a penalty there was Cam Miller.
Third line winger heading to the box for BG.
All right, and back up on the power play are the hometown Pioneers. Walsh from his blue line drifts inside toward the circle, gets one through, tries to get one through, but it finds the skates of Mantone and ricochets out.
Maurice was open in the slot here, looking for his 3rd point of the afternoon.
You got to like the personnel on the ice for Trinity right now.
Yeah, I absolutely do. Getting the best guys out there on the power play, trying to extend their lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they could do something with this power play, you know, sharpening the dagger right there.
Yeah.
2:45 in the second frame. Rich McDonough, Zach Johnson with you today. Happy to be here from Manchester Public Television. Trinity Pioneers side of the net. We used to call that a mom goal in lacrosse. Uh-oh.
I thought that went in from my angle. I was like,
I
no,
thought Sam Maurice was going to catch the corner there. And one more time, Casey, he brought his rosary beads today, and he's dodging a ball.
Yeah, it looked like they almost had a wraparound chance there.
And we're at 1 minute gone in the power play. 1 minute gone in the PK, and off to the races comes BG. Backhanding, going across ice. That's some good skating by Cordero. Not the first time we've said that. Then he gets into a nice physical battle with some. And we got an injury on the ice.
Yeah, Brendan Walsh did a great job on that back check, breaking that up, and I certainly hope that's not him down in the corner.
That is Walsh.
Oh,
he
man.
took the worst of that exchange with Cordero. Cordero had all that speed, got a little physical, carried it all the way to the corner, and Walsh, tough guy, he's going to get up and dust it off. He's a senior defender, and he hasn't seen, not the first time he's seen the ice that close. At 2:10, and we've still got 49 seconds left in the Bishop Guertin penalty, but we're going to have a face-off after the stoppage down in the defensive zone for the Pioneers and to Lebelzic's left. See what the personnel changes are here for both teams.
Yeah, we'll see who they bring out. They still need a 5th guy here, unless they want to be like, you know what? Nah, we'll go 4-on-4. Oh yeah, see, there we go. They're gonna bring out Colton LaRoe.
Yeah, he's a really good, scrappy player.
Sophomore.
And this is a big face-off here for Tokarski for BG. You hope he wins it if you're the Cardinals, and then they get some.
Oh man,
nice
great kick.
Yep. Braden McLean got that to the pads. Loose puck. Who wins that chase? That'll be BG getting back deep.
Oh, that's still offside there.
One of those knuckle pucks that causes an offside.
Mighty Ducks too.
That's what turns coach's hair gray.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with age, I'll tell you that, Zach. You'll be in my shoes at some point, but it's all those infractions, the stupid penalties. Yeah. Otherwise, it'd still be jet black.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why Bill Belichick looks the way he is now.
All right, we're at 30 seconds left in the power play and the PK.
A lot of coaches are bald, too, to stay on there, because maybe that's got something to do with it as well.
Fortunately, I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mind went to Jim Montgomery.
Some good physical play here by Tokarski and meeting up with Maurice, who's been the man of the hour today, in my opinion. We're at 127, 125 in the second frame. Trinity's up 3-1, and the power play has been killed off by the Cardinals.
Yeah, that'll wrap that up. I would say their first power play was better than that second one. Getting a lot of shots on. They haven't found the net on the power play. I do think their first rush on the man advantage was better than that one, but still getting pucks on net. You know, it seems pretty basic, but pucks on net is huge, especially when it comes to trying to generate and extend their lead when you're on the power play.
And right as soon as the power play ends, we get an icing, and Lebelsik's got to see another one to his left. He's seen plenty of those today.
Yeah, and he's done a great job holding deep.
He's held serve all day long for his boys, and they love great goaltending, changes a team's psyche.
Ronzella almost took on a 2-on-1 there.
And we're at 1 minute left in the second, folks. Trinity up 3-1 over the defending champs. And carrying it back there as Santos gets it up into the neutral zone. Nothing doing for the Cardinals.
I'd like to see Trinity maybe get a last second, maybe not last second, but last maybe moment kind of rush here. Something that they obviously wanted to defend against at the end of the first period, but now 2-goal lead, maybe push a little harder, maybe try to tack on, if not score, add some more pressure, find a weakness for BG to want to try and fix as best they can going into the second intermission here.
Sure.
As it's kind of a different game than it is. It's still a 2-goal lead, but it's just been a different story as Trinity has really held their own here.
Beautiful job by Maurice, poking it loose at the blue line all the way into the corner, and Maurice wins the battle.
Sam Maurice
gets it over to the edge of the dasher there, throws it in to the offensive zone in front of Casey. Nothing doing though, and out comes BG, and they knuckle one in, finds the left pad of Lebelzik.
Yeah, watching Maurice, he just came right back on the back check. He's got great awareness.
And
oh boy.
Speaking of great awareness, there is a very experienced James Mantone gloving it and then throwing it into corner where Cardinals can get an attack. Great hit there by LaRoe. He's a tough guy, man. I love watching his game. And man, in an exciting second period that featured back and forth goals by each team, but Cardinals struck first. Trinity answered shortly thereafter, and that takes us to the end of the third period. And end of the second period takes us on the brink of the third period, which we will join you. It is 3-1, your hometown Trinity Pioneers over the defending champs, Rich McDonough and Zach Johnson. Glad to be with you, and we will see you at the end of this break for the third period, folks. Thanks for joining us. And welcome back to a raucous JFK Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire on this sunny Saturday. Rich McDonough and Zach Johnson watching a heck of a game between defending state champ Bishop Guertin Cardinals, where the Trinity Pioneers hold a 3-1 lead going into the third period. Exciting hockey game so far, ZJ.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Really, the big two stars of this game so far have been, Sam Maurice coming in, scoring. He's got 2 points already, and
goal and 2 assists.
A goal, and so he's got 3 points, goal and 2 assists. That's right. And Braden Lebelzik coming in. He's faced 30 shots. BG's put 30 shots on him, and he's made 29 of the 30 saves. And that one goal coming from Dom Trepanier ripped it off the top, and it found its way in. But again, Braden Lebelzik, talk about a brick wall. Just the way he's been able to take shots out and eliminate opportunities there. He's been doing a great job so far in this game, and BG has been able to put shots on him, not by him. And it really just starts with the Baltic being able to stay consistent if Trinity's going to hold on to their 3-1 lead here.
One thing the Cardinals haven't been able to do is get him moving pipe to pipe.
Right.
They put a lot dead center on him, on his pads. He's made a couple of outstanding saves, of course.
Just a little too much on that.
Yep.
It looked like Pat Mahar was ready for a breakaway, but that took a little too much.
We got our first stoppage here. Wondering why.
Yeah.
But anyway, but Trinity 2-0 lead after the first, and then we traded goals in the second to bring us to 3-1. And defending champs are probably scratching their heads a bit, ZJ.
Yeah, going into the locker room after the first 2 periods, down 2 both times. It's been a challenge for the Cardinals here in this game.
Yeah. Again, BG comes in defending champs 3-1. Their only loss was a 0-2 decision to Wyndham, exactly. Yeah. Mostly people think of them as a team to beat. Concord ranked number 1, BG ranked number 3 in the poll right now.
Yeah, they beat Exeter pretty well, 6-2, and they're averaging 3 goals a game here. They're being held just to 1, and they've scored 15 total this year, so it's been Braden Lebalzik shutting them down.
And with the fresh sheet of ice after Mr. Zamboni did his job, we've got a fast surface, and immediately we're on our 3rd icing already. 13:29 in the 3rd frame. Here in Manchester, hometown Pioneers up 3-1 on the defending state champ Cardinals. Rich McDonough and Zach Johnston with you. ZJ doing a great job here in the barn today.
Yeah, it's been awesome to be here. It's just been, like you said, after intermission, man, it's just been a great game to watch.
Yeah. Well, it's been our inaugural broadcast, Zach, and I hope it's not our last.
I hope so, too. It's not our last.
Having a blast.
This has been great here, and you know, obviously it's fun to watch and broadcast hockey games, but it's even better when you got Trinity coming in and being the underdogs playing really well this afternoon.
Right, and Coach Bishop for the Cardinals has probably told his guys he wants more offensive possession time, and that's how they respond, just dumping pucks into the corners, into the pads of Lebelzik. And again, story of the first 3 minutes has been icing.
Yeah, their offense has been really good at putting shots on net. Like we commented on before, you know, a lot of shots on Lebelzik, none of them except one by him. And maybe their attempt is just going to be to just keep pushing hard because they're not going to stop everything.
Right, and he's doing it again. But again, dead center on him.
Yeah.
Something he can track. Yeah, they're getting good screens. It looks like they're getting good screens on him right now. But the young man is really tracking the puck very well.
Yeah, they really are. They might need a little tip or a little redirect to maybe find one go up and around Lebelzik.
And there's Ronzello creating havoc for the Cardinals as they try to possess, and they can't. Trying to keep it in at the blue line is Ronzello poking it away. We got a 2-on-1 here. And Maurice and Ronzello, who have been the players of the game so far. Maurice dumps it up the slot, nothing doing, nobody home. Ronzello couldn't wrap around the cage in time.
Great move. If that's a Trinity guy waiting in the slot, it's a 4-1 game here. Maurice just little misread that a little bit.
Well, and Ronzello camped out below the goal line and should have elevated. But don't think they won't try that again. They're in rhythm today, Zach.
Yeah, they really are. This first line has been performing excellently here.
And there's Walsh zipping one in, finds the glove of Casey.
Yeah, right off of it.
Hey, for his part, Casey has played a good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just some loose pucks and breakaways. And Trinity converted it one breakaway, and Lebelchik freezes it at the 11:35 mark, and up 3-1, and we get looks like a wholesale change from both squads.
Something you might not have been expecting coming into this game has just been Trinity outplaying BG so far.
They've taken the game to them.
Yeah,
that's all there is to it.
They really have. They've really shown up here, and they're defending their home ice.
That's a big slap shot there by Aiden Kelly, big defensive senior. Lots of experience, but nothing doing. It's blocked by the Pios, and down they come. The left side dasherboard, forgive me, I got that midwinter cold.
Yeah.
I apologize, folks. But that's part of the game, too.
We don't have a cough button over here.
We do not. I do have cough drops, though. And that one sails up into the, well, they're all cheap seats here today, but if you look around, they got those great warmers hanging from the ceilings around in JFK here.
Yeah.
Not here in the booth.
These aren't, no. Oh, yeah. So those are the ones, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can bring bread and toast it over there, Zach.
Yeah. Keeping these fans nice and warm as I almost just fell over. But
and I know some of those BG parents, because my kid goes there and plays quarterback, wanted to go over and warm up a bit and say hi, but nothing doing.
Yeah.
But we got plenty of action to keep us busy and warm as Cardinals collected off the pads of Casey. Cross ice angle pass over, and Caleb Young, very speedy player, gets in. Ridden off.
Oh, they got a man in the slot there. They just couldn't get a shot on him.
No, but great defensive move there by Andrew Lewis, and he rubbed him away from the puck.
Oh.
And that finds its way to Lebelchik's left pad, and he zips it away to the corner. And big physical play there by Centrino, number 2, and out across the blue line.
Oh, boy.
And down with some speed is Kinsella. Another really solid game for him, and he throws it into the pads of Casey, who freezes it, and he's going to see a face-off to his left at the 10:29 mark.
Big face-off here. I'd like to see Trinity maybe apply more pressure. They've been doing a good job at that. But let's see how they do it coming off of a face-off here in their offensive zone.
And the younger Lebelchik pokes it to the corner, hoping to get it up the dasher. Nothing doing. The Cardinals 3-on-1 converge, find the puck. But back to the corner goes Tyler Venzia. We haven't called his name much. He made some meaningful minutes in the holiday tournaments that we were lucky enough to see. It was great atmosphere here. All right, and giving chase down there for the Cardinals is Ben Svoboda.
Oh, robbed.
Wow.
Absolutely robbed. Braden Lebelchik.
And he doesn't even have that knit cap today. But he's been doing a yeoman's job tonight. Man, he's got about 5 or 6 saves already, and we're only 5 minutes, 5 seconds in to the third quarter period.
Man, Braden Lebelchik, I mean, yeah, they've got 9:55 left to try and hold on to their lead, but if he's going to keep playing that way, my goodness.
And he's still getting a hand from his bench.
I would clap for him for the rest of the game.
Oh, heck yeah. And, you know, like I said, as a goalie myself and a goalie coach, when your goalie stands on his head like that, it's big. Great pass by Maurice. Finds the skates of Ronzello, and we have been calling that pair all game long.
This is a perfection line, man. My goodness, Hurley, Maurice, Ronzello. Goals are being scored for the Pioneers. Their 4th of the game. My goodness, they've tied their season high. They scored 4 against Pinkerton when they lost 6-4. They're averaging 2 goals a game now. They've doubled that here. And wow, Maurice, Ronzello, and Hurley, talk about performance.
But I was just making that point. The huge save fires up your team.
Exactly, yeah. And we said that before. Taking momentum defensively and pushing it forward offensively, that's been a huge positive for Trinity here this afternoon. So Lebelchik, Maurice, Ronzello, the big 3 here. Don't want to leave out Connor Hurley as well, being big on the left side of that offensive first line.
And one thing, you know, in the excitement there, we don't notice, but the spacing on that odd man rush. Beautiful spacing. And here comes Ronzello. Boy is playing like a man on fire right now, and he rubs McLean off that puck, trying to create some space. McLean dropped his twig, picks it up, and gets back down the ice. And the Cardinals try to get it into the offensive zone. Loose puck, nothing doing. 9:15 in the third period, and the Cardinals trailing 3-1. They got to probably hit the emergency button.
Yeah, they're going to need a big couple of rushes here if they want to stay in this game.
But they're just being out-hustled and outplayed by the Trinity Pioneers.
Outplayed is definitely a good way to put it, and it's a way I said before is you didn't really expect Trinity to come out here and outplay the defending champs.
Well, I think they're looking hard to get off the schneid here. They're sitting at 0-4, but they've been close. You take Bedford to OT.
Yeah.
You know, that's for good reason. Mm-hmm. You've got some quality players. It's just how do we get in rhythm? And they certainly found that way to rhythm today.
Yeah, they took a bad hump against Hanover, but now they're really just starting to find their fire back here.
Right. And Coach Dodds brought his Hanover Bears in here the other day. They were prepared. I mean, you know, they'd taken an ugly loss to Bow after being up 2-0 after 2, and they lost 5-2 in an ugly third period. And I think they were great off the face-off, tapping it in there, finding the loose change is number 10. That's Ryan Locken.
And we saw him hit the post earlier, so now he's got his goal. And just like that, we're back to a 2-goal game. This is one of those almost you blink and you'll miss it moments there, because I almost missed that going in. As I looked over and the puck's in the back of the net, not much Lebelchik could do there, and just right place, right time there for Locken.
Yeah, so Locken gets that goal. He's a senior forward, and we'll try to get the assist for you in a second. But at 8:29, it is 4-2.
Yeah, Locken, senior forward, 5'10", 215 from Littleton, Mass. It's the beauty of having 2 schools that can farm from other cities and towns. That assist will...
I got it from the booth downstairs. The assist goes to Joe Dukarski.
You can give Kyle his credit on giving that one to you, too.
But a couple of seniors stepping up there when they needed it most.
Yeah, now they're going to apply more pressure here. Just under 8 minutes left to go.
Well, they look a little angry right now.
Yeah, BG.
Angry birds.
Yeah, they can clamp down here and get themselves back into a 1-goal score before the 3-minute mark. Then they can pull their goalie in and make things really interesting.
Well, and that was a world-class line change right there. Dukarski pinned it into the corner, got it around the dasher, and they closed the gate near boards, and
Yeah.
they kept it in. And now we got to fight for it behind the net, and Lebelchik barking it out. Ref telling him to get it loose. All the kicking and scraping isn't working yet, but Trinity pops it out. But on the spot up the boards is number 2, Mike McLaughlin. And the Cardinals on an extended possession, a couple of possessions here as we drift toward the 7-minute mark. Cardinals trailing 4-2, emerging with the puck and feeding it to Caleb Young with that slap shotter there. Nothing doing, sails wide of the net. Lebelchik.
Oh, we're going to see a BG power play coming up now. And
Yeah, I think we got a hold in the corner.
Trinity can't let this one slip away now as they're going to send Kinsella to the box for the second time.
Yeah, interference by Kinsella. 7:03. This is a huge moment, I think, ZJ, for the Cardinals.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, we haven't seen any power play goals, I don't think. And now would be really just a great time for BG to come down, rip one quick off the draw maybe.
But Trinity wins that. They're able to knuckle that one out as Walsh, big IQ player as Walsh, in addition to all the physical skills.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Caleb Young reverses direction rapidly. That was a big-time move there by Young. Again, I had the pleasure of coaching him for years in lacrosse, and he gives up his body routinely. He's a really good player in both sports. Young with the puck at the blue line, taps it over.
Open guy here, Rister.
And Cordero was looking for the backside garbage. And there he is with the puck right now, looking cross ice, taps it over to Young. Young feeds it over to Mantone. Haven't heard a lot from Mantone today. He's a talented player from a hockey DNA family.
Good block.
Yeah, a very good
Connor
block.
Hurley getting in there and shutting him down.
And Young doing a great job at point right now. And they lose the puck to the Cardinals.
All right, see, guess who dumped it? Sam Maurice.
Maurice and Walsh have had great games back there today.
Yeah, Maurice has been the penalty killer, dumping that puck down.
And then he's got, 2 goals and a goal and 2 assists as well.
Yeah.
No fights yet.
Nothing yet. We would like to see the Gordie Howe hat trick, though.
All right, we're at 45 seconds left in the PK for Trinity. Young cross from the corner. Throwing it onto the pads is Cordero. Nothing doing. Lebelchik is a tough stone wall there.
They're making Lebelchik go coast to coast here on this power play.
He's going to have 40 saves tonight.
I do believe, yeah. Absolutely he will.
Yeah, and there's Mantone in there looking to create a hits. Lebelchik again.
That's exactly what Trinity needed now.
Right, and we're under 20 on the PK, and we get some fresh legs on for the Pios. And fresh legs on for some of the BG guys. Caleb Young is still out there holding serve at the blue line, and Lebelchik freezes another one and giving him some love.
Yeah, they threw
James
Brendan
Mantone.
Walsh into the goalie of Lebelchik back there. So
Battle of 12s right there. Boy, we're at 5:10 left in the third period. Hometown Pioneers are still up 4-2. Rich McDonough, Zach Johnston on the call. And ZJ, we got 7 seconds left on the PK for the Pios.
they're going to need a quick win off the draw and rip one right on the net here if they want to try to get a power play goal here.
But I always say the worst part of penalty kill are the 5 seconds after they get released.
It's
You're
still
dog tired.
Yeah.
And they are clear, and they killed another one off.
Kinsella going to come stay on the ice right out of the box, and Trinity's going to get a chance to get some fresh legs out there.
Boy, great day for the special teams for Pioneers.
And really both teams, too, because we haven't seen a lot of no power play goals here. Or really just the penalty kills have been playing well. The power plays, they're still getting some shots on, but the penalty kills have been really great for both sides.
Amen. And we are at the 4-4-4. 4:44 left.
4:44 and 4 goals for the Pioneers, who are 0-4 and looking to forge their way into their first win of the season.
Look at you.
Look at that.
You are forging new paths in broadcasting.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times fast.
For the best. Anything for the broadcast.
Look at you. I'm going to get you onto Jeopardy, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. And we drift below the 4.5-minute mark. Puck flies out through the neutral zone back into BG's D zone. Throwing it up the ice and finding it on his tape is Dekarski. He puts it into the corner where they try to dump and chase. Can't get it done, but out at the blue line is number 22, Gavin Santos. He fires it in, but again, and Santos lays some lumber out there. Nothing doing. Refs say it was clean. Might have been a little late, but, they let it go. These kids are physical, and they've been playing that way all game. We had a ricochet, so no icing there. And we're under 4 minutes. It's still 4-2 Trinity over the defending champ BG Cardinals. Rich McDonough, Zach Johnston here at JFK Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. Kyle Heavey doing our great camera work and production. Does it all.
Yeah, and we're nearing the 3:30 mark here.
Boy, and a big zip on to the near pipe there was Cordero, hoping to create some action. Nothing doing, but he tries it again. Slap shot.
There we go. A high shot there. Great save by the Belgic. We haven't seen a lot of those big rippers, and now, deflection.
Big deflection coming, and trying to poke it in was Trepanier, and he draws the
Great
attention.
job laying on it.
Yep.
Yeah. For our listeners, an announcement that we'd like to make. We've learned that the Manchester Kings versus Exeter game has been canceled due to the snow. It was scheduled for 6:40. Will be, I believe, rescheduled and postponed to a later date. But we got a big storm coming tonight, and we'll see the Kings take on Exeter some other time, just not tonight as this game continues here.
Well, I think Coach Bishop is going to use his timeout right here.
Yeah, good chance to draw something up here. Make this a one-goal game. You still got a chance to tie it up with an empty netter if they've got a chance. We obviously know that this BG team is super talented. They won the state championship last year, and 4-1 coming into this game. So, I mean, They really can just buckle down and get this game tied up, but it's really up to Trinity to continue the underdog mentality that they've had here to dig their feet in deep as possible and just keep battling defensively, because BG's going to have a big offensive push here coming out of this time.
There's no doubt they have great athletes up and down the roster. On paper, they're deeper than Trinity, so what do you do? I coach forever. The philosophy's the same. When you're probably at a disadvantage personnel-wise, you try to disrupt the rhythm of the first and second lines, whether it's lacrosse, hockey, even soccer. You try to take them off their game, and that's why, in my opinion, Maurice has been the player of the game. Notwithstanding Lebelchik and his 40-save afternoon, but Maurice set the tone early and often.
Yeah, absolutely, and he did a great job, especially on the penalty kill and racking up points as well. So Sam Maurice, let the defense flow and maybe even the offense too.
So we've got 11 shots so far in this period by the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. And
just two from Trinity.
Two from Trinity.
They've come out of the gate hard here and hot as BG. And the power play certainly helped with that too.
Sure.
Oh, boy.
And here comes Maurice disrupting Bishop Guertin's rhythm one more time. But when you get a lopsided look at that, so Lebelzik faced 30 shots through 2.
Yeah,
and
so he's at
41 already.
He's at 41 shots and has
39 saves.
39 saves. That's absolutely crazy.
That is 2 nights for a lot of goalies.
That's crazy. Hats off to him. Absolutely. It's going to be, we might have to give Cole player of the game if we do.
I'm for that.
Yeah.
As a goalie myself, I'm for that.
Yeah.
All right, well, Trinity does a good job to bang it into the corner, and every time they do, it just chews clock, and we got a big collision right near our camera here, and we got offside. Yeah, the puck caromming and knuckling. It was up at our eye level, but we are at the 3:02 mark. Trinity up 4-2 in what has been a really exciting game this afternoon. And I think in the next hour, some fans that up the way are going to see another exciting game as Concord, #1, is playing Pinkerton.
Yeah, that'll be a great game, and we'll see how the standings look if BG, Concord, and Pinkerton, how they're going to look by the end of it here.
Yeah.
But right now, we got Pinkerton at 4-0, Concord at 3-0, so one of these teams are going to suffer their first losses tonight.
And, Londonderry back there lurking.
Yeah. And it would have been a great game. Obviously, we'll see it again. Manchester, Exeter. Manchester 2-1. Obviously, they had their tournament, and Exeter at 1-4. So that matchup will be great.
Yeah.
I hope we do get a chance to come down and do that one, whenever that may be. But
and Manchester entered into the Hockey Night in Boston, New Hampshire top 10 poll. They're at number 10.
Yeah.
That's exciting, I think, for the Kings.
It really is.
They're everybody around here. Yep, it's great stuff. All right, we are at the 2.5-minute mark. BG's got to do something with it and do something in a hurry, ZJ.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to need just some high shots, try to test the upper body of Braden Belzic is that coast-to-coast pass there. Yeah. That's going to get him moving in the crease, but then they turn it over.
And it started with great skating by Cordero and a good pass, but nothing doing.
No icing.
Once again, the Pioneers disrupting.
Yeah, Maurice trying to disrupt that one up there on our near side.
Well, so we've seen great goaltending, physical play, and just a good battle of wits by Trinity here today. They checked all 3 boxes, and we're under 2.
Yeah.
Zach.
When it's all said and done here at the end, these last 2 minutes has been big, and recently they've done a great job dumping the puck, not drawing icings. Great break up there by LaRoe.
Beautiful tape-to-tape, long pass from the D-line. Nothing doing, but yeah, LaRoe, what hustle and great stick placement.
Yeah.
Because he easily could have taken a trip there. That happens frequently. And we're at 1.5 and counting, Zach. And the back liners for BJ.
Oh, they pulled a goal. I didn't even notice.
Whoa.
Bury it. Oh, good block.
Beautiful block by Aiden Kelly.
I didn't even notice they pulled a goalie.
Yeah, we were looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah. So Casey out, extra attacker in for the Cardinals. Now 2-goal game here. They're trying to erase the deficit. They weren't able to get a goal before this, so now they're chasing 2 with the goalie pulled.
And BG gets it in. Trepanier comes out, and in comes the fast-skating Ryan Locken. He's a little lower to ground, got that hard slap shot. We're under a minute, Zach.
Yeah.
And we got a big freeze up in the corner here.
BG,
loose.
they can't be doing this. They can't be wasting a lot of time trying to pin it over here.
And Kelly tries to zing it around the boards. It goes around the boards eventually. But again, the Pios are getting sticks on puck, and it just chews up clock. Good keep in there by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
That's Caleb Young doing some more.
Oh,
That was a quick whistle.
Quick whistle. It didn't even go in his glove here.
Yeah, it hit his glove and knuckled down to the ice. And I don't think the ref saw it. He was screened by Lebelchik. Hey, good goaltending.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely here. Lebelchik and especially this defense has got to realize, obviously on a 6-on-5, it's a man advantage. There's going to be a guy open. Do your best to disrupt things. Take a little bit out of Sam Maurice's book, and we're going to see another timeout called here.
Yeah, Mike Connell, good coach, 16th year at the helm for Trinity here. Want to talk it over, get his guys a rest, and, coordinate with your goalie and your defense.
Yeah, assistant coach Kyle McDonough is also a teacher at Manchester Memorial.
And no relation to me.
Yeah, I looked at him and I was like, I've seen him before. I'm like, I do know him. He teaches at my school, but yeah.
He is a McDonough. I'm a rare MacDonough.
McDonough, yeah.
Yeah. Grew up in Maryland, but I was born in Boston, so there's a little pedigree here. But that made me a Caps fan. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know I disappoint a lot. I will tell you this. I'm wearing a Capitals championship hat. I think 6 games I've called in Manchester. It's 5 and 6 for Manchester teams.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well,
so Kyle Heavey insists that I wear it.
Yeah. So obviously, when we did I did basketball games, and obviously the tournament started with Manchester v Manchester, but so far in the winter season, I've had some good luck. So it's looking like it's paying off. If Trinity is going to be able to hold their lead here, 38 seconds left.
Huge face-off here. Mantone goes to the dot against none other, Mr. Maurice. 37.9 seconds, and the beautiful job by Trinity to get the puck, get it down the ice. But of course, it is not it's not a PK,
right?
So it is an icing. But that killed off 5 seconds. We're at 32.8 on the clock. Again, Bishop Guertin are the defending champs, and they're down 2 with just a few ticks of the clock left. Huge face-off one more time. We'll probably see a few more. And picking up the puck there is Itaraga. He hasn't done much since the first period. We talked about him a lot. And there comes down ice, misses the cage wide. That'll be an icing. And another face-off with 23. And both teams have used their timeout.
Yeah.
So nothing doing. They're going to have to be barking it in from the sidelines. That'll be Coach Bishop and Coach Connell.
Alrighty.
Huge face-off. Little white stripes playing in the background for effect. That's the face-off BG wanted, but it trickles back to the boards. Chasing it is Hurley. Yeah.
Hurley going to pin it here. Good idea now.
Great job.
Oh boy, here we go.
And here we go
on the cake.
And Ronzello is ready to finish it off.
Who else?
I think Hurley gets an assist for that, but I don't do the scoring.
5-2, Trinity lead. Way to come out and perform, Pioneers, with just under 9 seconds left. It's going to be 5-2.
And I hear the bus engines warming up.
Woo woo, yeah, ready to head back to Nashua.
Well, time is trickling down. Casey's back in the net. I mean, this was a terrific showing by
Totally.
Trinity. Eh, Zach?
100% coming out here and playing absolutely the best game of their season. And as the time ticks down, Trinity, they come out and they pick up their first win. Oh, come on, really? Oh,
But I'll tell you what, if they've caught lightning in a bottle here,
Oh, absolutely.
if the Pioneers have caught lightning in a bottle, they got to go back to the film room,
Yeah.
and they got to take a different attitude onto the ice
Yeah.
for practice
Oh,
this week.
come on. Whatever they found against their overtime loss to Bedford, the momentum, they brought it here this afternoon, and they take down the defending champs.
That's amazing. They're going to have a good week of practice, I believe.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
They got no game until next Saturday. They play at Nashua South Pelham, and BG's got a week off as well. And we got some big hockey games coming up this week.
Yeah.
But both teams get to rest. Trinity's feeling good going into their week of practice.
I got to say, I do believe over 40 saves for Mr. Braden Lebelzik. And multi-point afternoon from San Maurice. I think we're going to give them the
Co-player of the game?
co-player of the game.
I'm all for it.
Come out, just a great showing from the first line of this Trinity team.
All right.
Another shout out to the starting three forwards, Hurley, Maurice, and Ronzello, putting a lot of points up here for this team. I'll let you take it away.
All right, guys. Listen, thanks to everybody for joining us here at Manchester Public Television at JFK. Hometown Trinity wins 5-2 over the defending champion Bishop Guertin Cardinals. And for Jason Cody in the main office, Kyle Heavey on sports production and camera extraordinaire, I am Rich McDonough, blessed to have been with Zach Johnston today. And thank you, everybody, for joining us for a great game. Again, final score, Trinity 5, Bishop Guertin 2. We'll see you down the road, everybody. Thank you.